Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
That one's incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Montreal. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, the quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll drop to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
The Monarchs special teams unit onto the field. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Caps offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
By number 10.
It's going to be third. They need 1.
And it's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard
The Monarchs
line.
offense ready for their second possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Set. 72 the Wolf. Go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10, and that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
At the 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there.
That's good for a Toronto
Give him 14 on
first
that
down.
one. That's enough for a first
and
down.
10 at the 10-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Up the middle they go. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line.
He was taken
Now
down
it's
at the
2nd
10-yard line.
and goal.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't
Intended for
deliver
number 89.
that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there
Good
anyways.
save there
We
defensively.
do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass.
Brings up
They'll try
2nd
again
and 10
here.
at the
2nd
20-yard
and
line.
10. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Number 84.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
4-yard gain.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own
The Monarchs
35-yard
offense
line.
ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts.
40-yard line.
And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Go get him! Go get him! Go get him!
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A gain there of 11. And that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Toronto
1st and 10.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Toronto. That his first touchdown this year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Monarchs will level things out at 7 apiece.
At 7.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Ooh, and he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Caps offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result.
Got it.
Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's enough for a first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. But it is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one. I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Caps offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to be close to another 1st down as he's forced out just shy of the marker. 2nd and inches. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught, and he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Caps.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll send a man in motion left. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. Talk things over before 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Montreal 1st down.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. It's fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown Caps. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good, and the Caps are on top. It's 14-10.
Monarchs 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Monarchs offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Hey, ready?
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Monarchs.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, like the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Monarchs move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Monarchs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up
Ball
second
right
and
on the
5.
50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. That'll give on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. That penalty is declined.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Let's go now.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 15.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screens. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Monarchs getting their special teams on the field. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. The Caps offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the 50, he'll set him to under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Monarchs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he's got this up 35-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And that will be a first down.
34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now, faking the give. Pushed out to his left. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play. Except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
We'll try the right side this time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this.
And he's in! Touchdown, Montreal! What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now, the extra point. He's got it. And the Caps move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Monarchs 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Monarchs offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Cougar 19. See the most. Take it to him.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now this time they'll look to throw.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Hawk 70.
Back to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. They need one right now. Third and long. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Caps offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Monarchs offense ready to take over once again. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
Cougar 19. Ready?
He'll try to get this one on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The Pats offense ready for this next possession, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
1st down and goal.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
One knocked away, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It is 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Twist the eagle.
Disaster at this juncture of the game, but fortunately a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So now, a big spot coming here. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
He fields it at the 8. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Caps offense ready to see what they can do. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, you better hold up here and pass protect.
A first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Really nice job there defensively. I mean, they completely took away his first read, and instead of the young quarterback going through his progression and being patient, taking what the defense gives him, he decides to still try to fit it in and force that ball, and ultimately ends up resulting in the takeaway.
The Monarchs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a run on 1st down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
40-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The crowd trying to make some noise. Here comes the visiting offense. Down by 2, just over 20 seconds to play. They're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Going up top. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. But they are out of timeouts.
Montreal, 1st down.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.